Hey guys, welcome to my channel. These are free collective readings. They may not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. For some, these readings are going to be spot on, start to finish. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel to grow. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there's been a lot of backstabbing, a lot of betrayal, a lot of deceit, hexing, cursing, surrounding this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What somebody has taken some sort of prosperity, a lot of underhanded behaviour. You see how the Pentacles in reverse, and it's creating an upside down star, which is like Baphomet. Okay. We've got Tree of Life. So I'm getting, because of this prosperity, the Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine has, throughout their full life, had their life hexed and cursed surrounding some sort of prosperity. Queen of Wands in reverse, a dark witch, like a Jezebel type of energy, okay? A dark witch. Hexing and cursing, Tree of Life. So throughout full life, this masculine, this feminine, has been hexed and cursed. Death hexes, okay? Backstab, betrayed, throughout their full life, surrounding prosperity, surrounding their prosperity. People have always been jealous, surrounding some sort of prosperous, divine energy, okay? Eight of Pentacles. Surrounding Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's work. Could have had some work stolen, okay? Could have had some work stolen and they've monetised off that, okay? They've gained some false prosperity. Okay. Somebody could be taking a look into this. If you reported this, someone could be taking a closer look into this. We've also got Temperance in reverse. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Seems to be some sort of karmic energies, karmic family, karmic friends, okay, who are trying to hold back. They're trying to hold you back. With Temperance in reverse, there could have been a lot of mind games, okay. They could have tried to say, don't listen to him, don't listen to her, they're mentally unstable. And with the Temperance in reverse also, they have been working with demons. Working with demonic forces, okay. Queen of Wands in reverse, Eight of Pentacles, and then Temperance in reverse, working with demonic forces, working with demons. Six of Swords in reverse, they're trying to hold you back, trying to block these blessings from coming back towards you, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Three of Wands in reverse, and Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So I'm getting that this could be linking to an ex's family. This could be linking to an ex also, who's trying to stop you from moving forward. They don't want to see you with anybody else. So they are also trying to hex, curse your love life. Any romantic offers, okay? Anyone coming towards Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. They have been working hard with some sort of dark witch or a dark warlock to block this. Five of Cups. They don't want to lose, so they view this as a game. They really don't want to lose. Seven of Swords in reverse. They've been caught out. They could have been caught in the act. They could have been caught stalking. They could have been caught. They've been caught out. As I'm reading into this, it's actually making me feel a bit sick. 9 of Cups in reverse. It's like a nightmare. A real life living nightmare. Constantly on this cycle. So this ex could have been stalking Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine for years. Okay? Always trying to look in to see what Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's doing. Could also be some sort of cameras. They could have installed some sort of cameras in order to spy. Could have been caught sneaking around the property. Okay. Could have been caught sneaking off to get spell work done. Also. 6 of Swords. They wanted to be victorious. 6 of Wands, sorry. They wanted to be seen as a victor. Victorious. Someone who's very childish. And say you left this masculine, this feminine. They viewed it as a challenge, a stupid game. They wanted to win at all costs, is what I'm getting. They wanted to win at all costs. They want to ruin this masculine, this feminine's full life. And then we've got Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Again. Then we have the Hangman. Okay. Then the 2 of Pentacles. They wanted to get involved in some sort of sacrifice the masculine and feminine, for their own prosperity, and have some sort of a destiny swap, a power transference. 6 of Cups in reverse, and 2 of Wands in reverse. They're very childish, these cowards. The Magician in reverse. A lot of black magic has been involved. A destiny swap, okay, because they wanted this Pentacles transferring onto them, okay. So they could have had some money transferred into their accounts, surrounding, taking work. We've got Empress in reverse. Their mother is involved. Their mother is involved in this too. Empress in reverse. So masculine or feminine's mother is involved in this too. She is also a dark witch. 4 of Swords in reverse. What I'm getting is this masculine, feminine. They don't want to see anyone. It's to do with love also. They don't want any romantic gestures to come towards the masculine or feminine. They are trying to block that at all costs. They don't want to know that you are sharing your bed or your life or your wealth with anybody else. Because they want access, okay, to that energy. They want access to that energy. So they are trying to block anyone coming towards masculine or feminine to help. We've got the 7 of Wands. Have this masculine feminine outnumbered and backed into a corner, having to fight off a lot of these attacks on their own, having to fight against a lot of people, a lot of attacks from all different directions. We've got Libra energy, Leo energy, okay, Sagittarius, we've got Cancer, Aquarius, Leo again, Vega. So like a destiny swap, prosperity transference, and again, backing this masculine or feminine into a corner, using a shit ton of black magic, attacks from all angles. Overpowering, outnumbering, constant attacks in the corner, masculine and feminine, having to fight against a lot of people. And if this masculine or feminine has anyone else coming towards them, because they are that childish with the Six of Cups in reverse, these cowards with the Two of Wands in reverse, they will do black magic on them, they will overpower them, and they will outnumber them with all these attacks. Three of Wands and then Nine of Wands. They're trying to stop some sort of ships from coming on in. They're all defending each other. All defending each other. They don't want anyone else to see what they are doing, because they don't want anyone to defend divine masculine, divine feminine. They want them to be defenceless. Yeah, Tower moment. Tower. Crown chakra attacks, deliberately trying to traumatise. And then we've got the Lovers in reverse. So multiple exes are attacking and trying to sacrifice divine masculine, divine feminine. Oh no. They could be going to readers, okay? They could be going to readers to look in. Let's see what these readers have been saying. They've been going to readers to look on in. Okay, to get readers to look on in, paying. Could be paying over readers, tired of the drama. Check yourself. I'm getting that quite possibly one of these readers told them to stop. They could have been paid in a cheque, or there's something surrounding. They've been cashing cheques surrounding this prosperity. Transference. They've been cashing cheques. They could have said divine masculine, divine feminine is tired of the drama. And they also said, with keeping a promise, divine masculine, divine feminine has a new love offer coming on in. Once they found that out, they upped these attacks and they started a lot of gossip, a lot of drama, yeah, to deter this masculine or feminine from coming near. So they're trying to block a love offer, okay? They're trying to block some sort of financial stability, trying to block masculine or feminine, from moving forward. They could have got recorded because there's something where they've been caught out. Sexual protection. Jezebel energy. Jezebel type of energy. We could be sending Jezebels towards divine masculine, divine feminine, or incubuses, succubuses, in order to suck that divine energy out. Maybe they're trying to transfer some sort of sexually transmitted demons also, because they are working with demons. And with these attacks, they want this divine masculine or divine feminine who is coming towards you to walk away. Walk away. Because of the drama. Because people are not going to want to really get involved in this much heavy drama unless it's true love. Unless it's true love. So this could be what they are trying to block. Because they don't want to see you happy with anybody else, and it's something surrounding work, and we've got communication and alliance and secrets. So they've been in communication, they've been forming an alliance, and they want to keep it a secret what they've been doing to the divine masculine, divine feminine. This could be why they are backing Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine into a corner, doing a shit ton of black magic in order to dominate, in order to take everything, and leave Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine with nothing. So then they're going to be like, well, who's going to look at you now? Who's going to love you now? After we've done all this to you, who's going to look at you now? Who's going to love you now? We've left you with nothing, like we took everything. Oh, fuck's sake. Who's going to love you now? They could also want Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's line of work, but they're very inexperienced. Stealing some sort of work and monetizing and transferring it and cashing checks. Okay? This could be someone who masculine or feminine shares child or children with, who they used to live with at some point. Could also be something to do with like cameras or spying and wanting to see who's coming in and out of Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's home. With this recording as well. They could be recording this masculine or feminine without their consent, is what I'm getting. And there's a group, a team involved, an alliance has been created to stop this, and they're constantly in communication with each other. They're constantly meeting up, doing the next hex, you know, doing more black magic, a shit ton of black magic, conjuring up demons, sacrificing. Cashing checks from Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's work, okay? Dark energy. So backfire. Dark energy sent your way will be turned on back on the sender, a failed attempt. So much dark energy, what they keep doing. A lot heavy spell work. A lot of heavy spell work. And they want to keep it a secret because they could be in some sort of a secret society. They've been trying to bind Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Someone is using spell work to keep you from using your personal powers. Outnumbered, attack, binding. So in spirit, they will literally have your arms like this in spirit, wrapped like an invisible rope. That's what it's like, around you so you can't move. Then they will attack and they will sacrifice Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and have them outnumbered with some very strong, powerful black magic. Love block spell. I knew it was something also, not wanting masculine or feminine to be happy. So love block spell. Someone does not want you to be happy in love. Instant karma though. They keep getting instant karma. They will receive instant karma for anything they try to do to you. Then we've got submission magic. Someone wants you to submit to them to allow them to have their way with you. So they want you to bow down to them, submit to them, go crawling back to them. And this is why they're trying to keep masculine or feminine on their own and not have anyone come towards them in a relationship, because they've been siphoning off the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's energy for their own advantage, and quite possibly spying through cameras inside the home. Because Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine with this Sun card has a lot of like golden energy, and they want to siphon that energy for themselves and literally drain the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine of every ounce of that energy. And hex and curse is also something to do with beauty magic. Also something to do with beauty magic. We've got game over there. We've got love binding spell. Somebody's working to have you so tied to them. This masculine, feminine, this group, this alliance, they feel like they earn this masculine, feminine. I was with him or her, you know, they left me, and I think I earn this person, so they're basically gonna do everything they can. They're never gonna want to let this masculine and feminine go, because they're obsessed. Obsession. Someone is obsessed with you to the point where they cannot stop thinking about you. It's a mad obsession, and they want that energy, that power transferring onto them. You've either given up your personal power or someone has taken it from you. This masculine and feminine energy, because it's masculine and feminine, it's like dark witches, dark warlocks, dark light magicians, practitioners. So many people involved who's trying to block and stop a new relationship to help them. So linking to a secret society, or they want to keep it a secret. They don't want divine masculine, divine feminine to speak out about it either. Standing your ground. So I'm getting divine masculine, divine feminine has been standing the ground and trying to fight against this for a long time. Because this has been going on for so many years. Because of this mad obsession. And again, we've got a love block spell. We've got light magic. Someone is using spell work with good intentions to help you. And here's the demon magic. Said this. Temperance in reverse, like in the upright, that's like angelic. And like in reverse, it can mean demons. Or it can mean some sort of like mental health where they are mentally unstable and then they are using spell work to attack divine masculine, divine feminine's crown, where the head is. Mental magic. Okay. Someone is conjuring demons to block blessings and bring harm your way, and then they are using candle magic. Someone has been doing candle magic work on you. As the flame burns, their energy increases. And a lot of curses. Someone is using magic to place generational curses on you and your family and launching a lot of spiritual attacks. A lot of heavy spiritual warfare. Someone is trying to attack you spiritually to block your third eye and ability to manifest. They don't want you to manifest peace, love, prosperity, balance, and if you do manifest peace, love, prosperity and balance, they're going to come on in and they're going to keep doing the same over and over again. Love attacks. Someone is attacking your love relationships. They want to disrupt all areas of your love life, platonic and romantic. Every area. Every area. So much, so much, so much. Okay. A lot. So much. We've got emotionally intelligent and then we've got promiscuous. So I'm getting, for the feminine, this group, who they've been doing a lot of sex magic, okay, this group has been calling the feminine like a prostitute, a sex worker, okay, nothing but a slag, okay, a her, sleeps with everybody. I'm getting that this masculine feminine has a very high level of emotional intelligence, and for the masculine they've been sending promiscuous Jezebel women towards the masculine like old news. This has been going on for a long time with this outdated old news, and we've got doing drugs. They could have also said that masculine or feminine was now but a druggie, alright? now but a druggie, sprung out on drugs. There could also be an element of poisoning some sort of prescription medication, or poisoning masculine or feminine's drink or food. There's someone who wants this divine masculine for themselves also. They're very toxic. They want this divine masculine for themselves, okay? These people are very toxic and always off the tits on drugs, and they are the her. I mean harsh drugs, anything. Concoction. I'm getting odotoxic. This is very toxic energy. So they want masculine and feminine to be on a toxic cycle. And they don't want anyone's help either. They don't want anyone to defend masculine or feminine. They want to keep siphoning on that energy and launching these attacks, which has been going on for so many years. So many curses, so many hexes. Someone envies you to the point of them not wanting to see you succeed. And then they've been doing a legion of demons, conjuring up a legion of demons. A legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through people around you. Because they're so toxic. And like I say, they are working with demons. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, they are working with demons. They are working with legions and legions of them. So they're probably a satanic, alright? They're probably linking to a satanic cult or coven, secret society, okay, who works with that of a low vibrational frequency and putting masculine and feminine under heavy, major spiritual warfare, because they want this energy for themselves. Also crown chakra attacks, because they want this crown for themselves, okay. They want to be crowned by the divine. They want to be seen as divine. They want to be seen as like the money man, money woman, but they've been stealing some sort of work. They don't want anyone to see divine masculine, divine feminine's potential, okay? They don't want to see divine masculine, divine feminine be victorious over any of these attacks. Like, they could have hexed or cursed divine masculine, divine feminine's full birth chart, okay? Getting people to look on in, see when certain planets are aligning, and when certain like prosperity is supposed to come towards the divine masculine, divine feminine. They launch a lot of attacks and then like sacrifice divine masculine, divine feminine in order to take control of that prosperity for themselves. But we've got salvation. But divine masculine, divine feminine has been saved many a times by the divine. Divine masculine, divine feminine has been saved many times by the divine. For some, I'm getting divine masculine, divine feminine by rights. What seems to be by rights shouldn't really be here, but they've survived because the divine keeps stepping on in. Sacrificed inside of their home because of this maybe generous amount of money, and they want to help themselves to this generous amount of money and this generous amount of divine energy, but with the moon card they want to keep it a secret what they've been doing. They want to keep it a secret. They definitely don't want masculine or feminine to speak out. Judication and great fortune. And we've got some like corrupt officials, older masculine energy, who has helped this evil exes gain power of attorney, occupation, surrounding divine masculine, divine feminine's work, and took the money. And I was thinking, what do you mean, dolls? And with this force, we've got journey. A message. They've been messaging each other and getting other people on the hate train because it's been paid for with stolen wealth. It's generous amount. Great fortune. And they're like, yeah, I want this divine energy, I want this divine wealth from some sort of work, but was not even theirs to take, but a corrupt lawyer, judge, solicitor, attorney has helped them. And a corrupt lawyer, judge, solicitor, attorney, corrupt law firms, they've helped. So these other readers who they've gone to, they've seen, yeah, they know the tea. Okay. And also these corrupt masculine energies within law, they just wanted to spend it on prostitutes. So they could have labelled the feminine as a prostitute, but they wanted to take power of attorney over this great fortune so they could spend it on prostitutes. It could be a sex cult, linking to a sex cult, where they all have like massive orgies with each other and they just want to sling money. This corrupt judge or judges, these corrupt law officials, they're saying, I hate nothing about you. They hate this masculine or feminine. That's why they've been cashing checks, okay? Taking hush-hush money, game over. That's why they've been cashing checks. I'm getting also that maybe masculine or feminine could have asked for help and there was no help from local law because they was involved in this too. They was involved. It's about to explode. About to explode. Destroyed. They wanted to destroy this divine masculine, divine feminine, who they've took some wealth and transferred onto themselves, cashing checks, trash talking this masculine and feminine, and then they wanted to keep it a secret what they've been doing. Hush hush money. They've been meeting up in private with these corrupt law firms, probably getting in their feels. Look. Looks like a condom there. So, sleeping with each other. Okay. They know they fucked up. They fucked their full law firm up too. The full courthouse is under investigation. Okay, law firms, they are under investigation for this. So expect a new beginning. They did it because they wanted a new beginning in their own world, okay? We've been burning so much evidence surrounding quite possibly this false power of attorney, and they have been cashing checks, and the banks are under investigation for this because they've been cashing checks of this masculine or feminine's money. But they have this masculine feminine outnumbered, yeah, attacking from all angles. It was a very bad choice. Or they could have said that this masculine, this feminine doesn't deserve their own money because, well, the smirk or this, that, the other, chatting shit, okay? I mean, even if masculine or feminine does smirk, does that justify then taking all this great fortune for themselves? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And all these people, they've been smirking it themselves, spending it on drugs, okay? Spending it on prostitutes, okay? Yeah, look. Spending it on sex workers, alright? Hating on this masculine or feminine who they've done it to. So you could be setting a record straight. Could be an undercover investigator who's helping set the record straight, and they're trying to run away from their pending charges. Because maybe they got caught down at the bloody sex shop, spending it at a sex shop, on sex workers, strippers, all that, partying, pissing it up the wall, thinking it was great. But I'm getting maybe quite possibly an undercover investigator was watching it all and getting it all on camera and gathering evidence surrounding this. It's a big case, okay? Corrupt law firm, lawyers, judges, solicitors, the lot involved who are going down, alright? And they are going down, helping these exes and maybe possibly family members take control of everything. Family look. Courthouse, family room. And prison, imprisonment, practically a full family is going to prison for this. Practically a full family of masculine or feminines, both sides, is going to prison. Full family. Humour. I'm getting they was laughing about it. Alright. But I'm getting the masculine or feminine is going to get everything back, and masculine feminine is going to be laughing all the way to the bank while they're locked up, okay, for all their unjustified actions, because there's no reason on earth that they should have been able to do this and get away with this. And they're going to be asking for forgiveness. No. We've got miracles. I'm getting it is actually a miracle that divine masculine, divine feminine is still alive. It is actually a miracle through what they have done that divine masculine, divine feminine is actually still alive and lives to tell the story. But that is because they've got a lot of divine protection. Oh, surrounding this fortune. Family. I don't know. They're all going down. We've got independence. Could be independent business. Generosity. They are trying to stop an independent business. Blocking and stopping this fortune. They're all going to prison. They've been doing beauty magic. They've been paying with stolen money. With this stolen fortune, because there's a lot of fortune here, they've been spending a lot of that on stalking, spying, manipulating legal documentations, getting these corrupt officials, yeah, because they want to keep this wealth for themselves. So they've been getting people to journey, spreading malicious lies and gossip to change the way this masculine or feminine is viewed. Slandering, smear campaign. So they get to face a real judge, okay, who's going to give everything back, okay. Some undercovers, quite possibly, have this legal documentation and they're taking a closer look at it. And they've been exposed for exactly who they are. As jealous, envious, bitter, slithering, slimy snakes, okay, who just started a shit ton of gossip for no good reason out of other than jealousy, hate and envy. Divorce, breaking contract, and anger management. I'm getting that even the corrupt judge was involved in a contract killing on this divine masculine, divine feminine. Oh, look, they're under investigation for it. Bad choices. And a fake friend, contract killing, copycat. Because they've been stealing work and monetising off it, and they got onto a contract killer. It's all going to come out. That's why they want this masculine and feminine to shut up and be staying on their own, because they like to play and manipulate everybody, and they get off them the tits on drugs all the time because they're the ones who's toxic. So it's game over. Game over. They could have spent some of this money on drug trafficking, okay? Some of this money on trying to poison masculine or feminine because they just wanted to get the job done. And there's something surrounding a contract killing, trying to hire a hitman. One of these fake ass false mates was getting involved in that. Oh, I'll get it done. Well, I want to keep all this fortune to myself. And they've been feeding off the divine masculine, divine feminine energy, siphoning off that, okay, doing beauty magic, and spending some stolen fortune on it all, and the contract killing. Wow. Yeah, it's going to come out how toxic and venomous and poisonous and bitter these people really are in front of a real judge, okay? Because these ones are far too corrupt and they've been exposed for who they are, in front of a real judge who is also working for the divine, and one of Archangel Michael's favourites is what I'm getting. One of Archangel Michael's favourites who cannot be manipulated or swayed. Haha, yes. Yes then. Let's give me some like tingly tinglies. One of Archangel Michael's favourites, judges, is bringing justice with this undercover investigator and exposing these corrupt judges. They're all going to get dishonoured. They're getting disgraced. And they're getting dishonoured and disgraced. And they're an abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ, our Saviour. They are an abomination. Look, not hiring. They're losing their jobs. They are. No one's going to want to hire them again. I'll tell you why. Well, they're going to be locked up for one, so they're never going to be able to get a job outside a prison, because they're going to be working inside of a prison, paying every single penny back as well. Wow. These undercover investigators are divine. Okay. Yeah, they're devoted to bringing justice. So expect a new beginning. If this is resonating, expect a new beginning. Also, it could be something to do with wanting to take a job opportunity off the divine masculine, divine feminine for themselves. Stolen work, stolen money, but they're inexperienced. They've not got the job. It's not theirs. Wow. Could be linking to a coven or something like that. So maybe a church is under investigation for trying to conceal some sort of evidence. Maybe a church is also under investigation for trying to conceal evidence. They've done this to someone who's very nurturing. They've done this to somebody who's very nurturing and very devoted to the divine. This is why the divine is devoted to bringing justice, and all these corrupt people who work within the local area, or whoever they are all linking to, they're all losing their jobs, not hiring. They're all going to prison, and someone's full family, practically, is going down, and these fake ass friends and their family is going down, because there's a lot of evidence of them cashing checks and drawing money from banks what was not even theirs in the first place. 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, so sending peace, love and light, and I hope you get justice soon.